Okay, the
All
Russ
right.
Rosen Band. Great stuff. I enjoy that. Russ, come on over here. Now, your new album, Waiting for Abraham, we have here. We'll let you know in
Have
a
a
moment
seat.
how you can get your copy on the e-store. But, Russ, great stuff. Now,
Good to see you.
Love the music.
Yeah.
It's so energetic. That song
Yeah.
is even, there's a story behind the song even.
Yeah, well, as some of the viewers, we were here years ago with Upstream and other things that we've done, spent a lot of my life doing this stuff. And then there came a time a few years back, maybe '05, where I ran out of steam. And I had to pack everything up, and I put it under a sheet in the garage, all my stuff, and I said, okay. And then I really felt the Lord speak to me, and because I was really questioning everything. And I felt he said very clearly, Russ, I've called you to plow. And trust me for the harvest. In fact, I read the scripture, he says, the angels do the reaping and the harvesting. And I thought, okay. And then I actually had to wait until the doors opened for me to go out into the field again. It took me about 1.5 years from that time.
So does that tie into the title of the album, Waiting for Abraham?
So it does, because Abraham was a guy who had this great promise of having many children and many children of faith. And I've been doing this across the country, you know, back and forth like Abraham, back and forth Israel, going back and forth the Promised Land for us, back and forth Canada many times. And so we're waiting for that promise to be fulfilled, which is basically that people will come to faith. And that's, I guess, what I've been plowing and sowing for all these years.
And doing a fabulous job for some 30 years. And
Yeah.
Now, I learned a little bit of trivia about you that I found quite interesting.
Fascinating, actually.
That at the
Yes.
age of 12,
Yeah.
is it true that you started a band and Michael J. Fox was part of your band?
We were, yes, there was 2 of us in the band. I played drums, he played guitar. We were Walrus, was the name of our band.
Walrus. The band Walrus.
Yes, we were huge. We had 2 songs.
Yes.
We played at the grade 7, talent show. So,
Okay.
there you go.
Have you kept in touch with him over the years?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, how nice.
He's a wonderful man. He's just
How nice.
He's so genuine, so true, and he's just been a great friend. So.
Well, you have to do a reunion sometime and go back to the future or something. Yeah. But anyway, so Russ, you're currently on a tour across the country.
Yeah.
And so tell us how that's been going.
It's been good. You know, we're in an old school bus that's been renovated for the band, and so, as good as that can be. No, the guys are awesome. We have a good time. We do have a good time. We've done a few events out in parks, public things, because it's one of the things I've been really focusing on with my music is to try to get out into public spaces and we've done churches in the past a lot of, and then with Upstream we were out on all kinds of different things. I've done parades and all manner of things, but what I love to do is to get into places where people who are just regular folks get to hear songs of faith that they wouldn't normally run into, and that's been mostly what this tour is about. And so yeah, we're coming up to a couple of those events here in Ontario as well.
Now, earlier in the program we saw a report about the arts and things happening in Alberta. That's really been your heart, is mentoring a new generation in the arts and helping young people come along, as well as your wife.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Sandy runs an amazing dance school in Langley. It's called the Dance Barn Studio. We started in a barn, but I figured that was good because Jesus started in a barn. So, good beginning. And so the Dance Barn, we have a community school where all manner of folks come and get dance lessons. But we also have a full-time training program for young adults who are training towards being a professional dancer, and Sandy does sort of organizes all that. So that's called the Mirror Dance Program in Langley. So yeah.
And your heart really is to work with youth. In fact, you're a part of YWAM, Youth with a Mission, as well.
Our dream is like, I guess it's like a new. Can you have a new Renaissance? Because Renaissance means new. A re-Renaissance. Yeah. For me, it's like there's so much of God's creativity is what I feel drawn to. When I feel drawn to beauty and wonder and creative expression and honest and artistic angst and these things. When I hear a band and if they have no angst, I think, nah, that's not a good band. Like they have to have something that's like, I'm going to have to play this or write this or dance this or paint this or I will die. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. It's like, and God says it's really important when you make your tabernacle that it's got these colors and this, all these things. It's important.
Well, creativity is definitely a part of your shows, your presentations. In fact, you mentioned in Ontario you have some tour dates coming up. We want to have those come up on the screen. If you're in the area, what are we looking at here?
So Wednesday, June 13th, at the, that's tomorrow. Wow, Waterfalls Indian
Tapas in
Tapas,
Kensington
okay.
Market. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of be a cool little opportunity there.
And then Friday, June the 15th in Uxbridge Music Hall, and Sunday, June the 17th in the Cafe Expression in Gatineau, Quebec.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area for any of those, we encourage you to go on out and join Russ Rosen and the band.
Yeah.
And you probably have a website where people can track along with you wherever else you're going to be.
You can come to our website, russrosenband.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As well, if you would just like to have some of his music in your very own home, you can do that as well.
His album, Waiting for Abraham, is now on our Crossroads e-store. And I love the opportunity now that we have with many of our guests, now that we have this e-store to make their books or music available. You can just log on to crossroads.ca, or you can call 1-800-265-3100 and purchase your copy right there online. You'll enjoy that for sure.
Well, Russ, thank you for being with us on 100 Huntley Street.
Pleasure.
Good to have
Thank
you.
you so much.
It's time now to go over to Jim.
Now, Jim, just yesterday he had a guest on talking about fathering, Father's Day week, makes sense. And he stayed behind and recorded another interview with Jim, and so here's that.